Today having a little sort about and moving some vehicles around, so I thought I'd show you while I've got them out of the shed. This is the Discovery 2 that I built, probably getting on for 4 or 5 years now. It does look a little rough at the minute because I've just put it back to some basic standard to try and sell as a pure project, but I'll stick a picture in of how it used to be when I was using it every day. But it's a Discovery 2 body on a Discovery 1 chassis and running gear. You can tell by the PCD. 300 TDI, automatic. So we done the conversion about 4 or 5 years ago. Not seen one done by the time I'd done it, so it was just a matter of having a go and see if it worked, and it did. So it's a little bit rough now because I've finished using it ages ago and just thought I'd try and sell it off cheap just to get it out of the way. If it doesn't go, I'll just strip it and use the parts. But yeah, so it's a 300 TDI chassis, running gear, engine, box, with a D2 body on. So had the headline all done as well. So yeah, this was a little project, but it's been green laning, it's been a tow vehicle, it's been all over the country, hence the scratches. As I say, I'll put a couple of pictures in to show how it looked and what it did. Maybe even a video of it. Across the lakes, but yeah, it's ready to go now. If anyone's interested, it's got a year's, well, just under a year's MOT on it now. So another one we've got is this off-road Discovery, built from a 3-door commercial. We've got a galvanised chassis, all ready for roll cage takeoffs. So we've got waffle boards there. The tank was taken out and one was made to go inside. So the orange bit in there is the fuel tank. We've got tubbed rear arches, hence the massive wheel arch clearance. So we've got loads of room in there for articulation. Terra firma suspension, X-hinge rear arms. We get a lot of flex with that. Again, I'll see if I can put in a couple of photos to show you. All the front has got tubular arches. It's been well used. Apologies for the state of it. But again, a 300 manual. So it's got 200 front end, 300 body, and as you probably saw, the TD5 rear end. So a bit of a mash-up. MG steering wheel. But yeah, pretty much as a commercial in here, nothing special. Switch pod, etc. Yeah. So as you can see, the tubular arches and front end. Did have a second alternator on there, but that's come off. I've used it on another car for now. So yeah, that's this one. Again, my friend Mikey made the chassis modifications, made the front bumper. Obviously he done all the body modifications, as in the tubular arches and the arches, but I put most of it together is in, you know, bolting things together. All the fabrication work was done by Mikey, because as you've seen, I don't weld. So yeah, I can't remember when we first showed this, but it was one of the billing shows it come out at. And yeah, it was got quite a lot of attention when it was new, shiny and clean. Obviously it's been used for winch trials, it's been used for pay and play days, laning trips, so it's had a lot of abuse. Them side seals, the rock sliders, are a kind of temporary thing because the mounts are there all for the roll cage. We just never got round to doing that so far. So again, another pretty epic build, if I do say so myself. Alright, she's on little tyres, but she gets a lot of places. Obviously put bigger tyres on it, might fill the arches up, but also lessen the clearance, and also put more strain on the running gear. But it's all standard Land Rover running gear. Does really, really well. Next one is the Cummins build. Alright, it's a temporary body just to cut about and see where we've got to go. But again, it's going to be a D2 body on a D1 chassis and running gear with the Cummins 6BT. Most of you know this is a Leyland, out of a Leyland DAF. But yeah, it's running the manual box, conversion plate and LT230 transfer box. Some people cut away that front cross member on the chassis and move the engine right forward. I'd rather keep that there and open the body a bit. So as I say, this one is just a scrap chassis we're using to cut about to see what we've got to do. It's not body lifted yet. I've got a 2-inch body lift on it, so that will help a lot with clearance. Should be able to not have to cut it away. Sorry for the wind. So yeah, so the box in there, the engine's sticking through here, but with a couple of inches extra we should have to cut away less. So I'm going to put the body lift kit on this chassis and see how it sits, and then I've got another body in front of this that I'm going to use for the final. So yeah, so again, D1 chassis, D1 running gear. So another project, and here's another project. 1986 90 galvanised chassis, 300 TDI, an Ashcroft, brand new Ashcroft gearbox. Was a pickup. Now a van back, bit rough and ready, but I quite like them like this as opposed to shiny. A few bits left to do before we can MOT her. Needs the wheel arches putting on, need a slam panel because I've lost that somewhere, I don't know where that's gone. But yeah, she's in there. She's bit of finishing to do inside, obviously, as these are always needing stuff doing. Got a roof console up there with the CB and stuff. Mud dash with nothing in it so far. We'll get around to that at some point. Priority is getting it running. MG TF cloth seats, nice and low, still comfy. Typical Defender door. No. Obviously needs adjustment. Set of boosts, TD5 exhaust, but mated to the 300 downpipe. Tow bar ready to fit. So yeah, it's another project. Yeah, but the handbrake don't work, does it?
Yeah, pull it all out, it should hold. Ish. I mean, exactly what it is. Got it.
So this one we only collected yesterday, and it's going to be the basis of an off-road buggy build. So more to on this one as it comes. And the last ones we have here is a 98 Discovery 300 TDI automatic ES Premium model. So it should be the top of the line with the heated electric leather and the toys and stuff in it, the boost alloys, etc. Probably going to keep and restore this one as it's the premium model. It should go well with the Range Rover Classic I've got, being the last late top spec one. Should be a nice pair. Whether it's an investment for the future, I don't know. They're not getting any cheaper, so we'll do it up and keep it for the future and see what happens. But yeah, so that's that. And the other one is a 3-door Freelander with a removable hardtop. Bought this over a year ago with a dodgy clutch. It's been sat here awaiting a 1.8 turbo engine from a Rover 75 because I thought that would be a bit of fun, but they're getting scarce and harder to get hold of now, so that'll probably end up getting a clutch and moved on. So yeah, so that's these. That's the last of the Land Rover projects we've got. No doubt there'll be more at some point, but for now this is it. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe and share, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you.